everybody. Why here, Shenanigans with the Burgs. I do not have a microphone today because, believe it or not, it is still packed. So, you get me just the way I am. I'm looking in here to see if I have it. I do not. My microphone is packed away. So it is 4 o'clock, and on your way in, if you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button, I would sure appreciate it. We're going to do something a little different today. So today we're going to be down here diamond painting, and I'm going to ask and answer some silly summer questions. How about that? How about that? First of all, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. You just don't know. And also, I want to just thank you for being a subscriber. If you're subscribed, if you're not, I sure hope you will think about it. And yeah, let's get started. I am working on a Becca Tyndall mystery from Diamond Art Club. I don't know the size of it or anything. I didn't save any of that stuff, and I have it rolled up on clamps underneath my desk. So I can't really get to the size and whatnot. It is a Becca Tyndall mystery, and it is, I did purchase it on a D-stash because it's not available anymore. And I'm doing it for the Visions of the Soul event. Yeah, Pink Poodle, Ashley, Pink Poodle Diamond Painting, is also doing this same canvas. We are doing it in tandem. So yeah. What is everybody else doing? What are you working on? Are you working on something special, or are you doing an event, or what are you doing? Oh, hi, Benson. He doesn't want anything to do with me until I turn on the camera and start talking. And then I think he thinks I'm crazy because he's like, Mom, there's nobody here. Why are you just talking? You're talking to nobody. What's going on? Oh, Benson, you're such a cutie pie. So I'm going to real quickly, I'm going to put this up on my tablet so that I can see any chat that comes in, because right now I can't see anything. No, Benson, no. And I'm going to go YouTube, my channel, view my channel. We are live. All right, there we go. Now, let's see if I can turn the volume all the way down. There we go. There we go. Now I can see it. I don't know. I didn't advertise that I was going to be live today. So I hope that everybody remembers that Tuesdays are live days for me. I'm live from my new space down in the den of our new apartment. The upstairs is still in shambles. Actually, it's not in shambles, it's in boxes. So I really can't do anything until hubby starts moving his stuff, because my stuff came first, so his stuff covered my stuff. So I told him that, but nope, he chose to play rock band yesterday, so it's going to be a long time before we are back in business here as far as our home goes. It is just a mess. The saving grace part of that is that I have lowered my hours, so I'm only working part-time now. Plus, I have 86 days until I retire. Oh my gosh, y'all. 86 days. Yeah, that countdown is for real. So, yeah. How fun is that? So in my retirement, I want to run a half marathon in every state in the country. So, yeah, it's lofty goals I have for myself. Lofty goals. But if you don't have a goal, then you have nothing, right? So that is my goal. I want to run a marathon, a half marathon, not a marathon. Oh my goodness, Yvonne, you did not say that. I want to run a half marathon in every state. We have 4 down already. Oh my gosh, I am freezing down here. I might have to go get a blanket. OMG. So hold on a second. Let me see if I can grab a blanket. Wow. I should have brought a sweatshirt down here. It is really chilly. It's only like, 100 degrees outside today, though. So I'm sorry if I hit the camera. Let's see if that helps any. Does that help it lighten it up any? Anyways, so let's get to some of these questions. So, if you could control the temperature, oh, of course, the first one would be a temperature one because I just told you I was freezing to death. So if you could control the temperature in the entire planet for one summer, what would the perfect temperature be and why? Well, let's just say that my perfect temperature would be right around 80 degrees, sunny, and low humidity. That would be ideal. That would be perfect temperature for me. I could swim if I wanted. I could run if I wanted. Anything higher than 80 is useless. So, yeah, I would still be able to function in all of my capacities at 80 degrees, somewhere between 75 and 80, and be able to still enjoy being outdoors, doing the things I like to do. So I would make it be sunny, between 75 and 80 degrees, and low humidity. Of course, I live in the part of the country that low humidity in the summer is unheard of. Absolutely unheard of. And so there's that. Oh my gosh, my nose is running. It's cold. Oh my goodness. Y'all, what is up with this? Anyways, so the next question, and I haven't read any of these yet, so they might be weird and we might skip one because it's too weird. So, if you could invent a new ice-themed superpower to fight off the summer heat, what would it be? Ice-themed superpower. Well, if I could maybe, I don't know, burn off the humidity. Ice themed though. Ice themed wouldn't burn off the humidity. Well, the ice would trump the humidity factor. Like turn the humidity into ice and then it would melt away. There we go. What a weird question. I don't have superpowers. I don't think I aspire to have superpowers. But I think that's what I would do. I would freeze the humidity and let the sun melt it away. There we go. That would be it. If summer vacations extended to the galaxy, which interstellar destination would you pick for your trip and why? Okay, I don't know much about the galaxy. I know that there's a Milky Way out there. I know that there is a astrological sign for every month or sort of month. So it would have to be either the Tropic of Sagittarius or the Milky Way. And I think if you go to the Milky Way, there's going to be lots of candy bars. There we go. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Milky Way candy bars. How's that sound, huh? All right. Suppose you're organizing a zany surfing competition involving celebrities or fictional characters. Who would compete and what's the grand prize? Well, I would have to say my crushes, my celebrity crushes would be they were teen heartthrobs of the day. So Rob Lowe, oh, I know it would be Rob Lowe. And the grand prize, of course, would be a date with me, right? Because come on, who wouldn't want to win that? A date with Y. Yeah, not hardly. Wishful thinking there, but not hardly. That's a really weird question too. Because the money wouldn't be a motivator for somebody who has everything. Money's not a motivator for me, and I don't have anything. So there's that. So it'd have to be something like a date with me. Yeah, that's it. All right, next question. These are kind of weird. What summer-themed superpower would help you make the world a better place, and how would you use it to achieve that goal? Okay, here we go. My summer superpower would be seeing every person who threw trash out on the sidewalks, the lawns, the roads, and making them pick it up. That's how my superpower would make the world a better place, because it'd be clean. Nothing irks me more than to see somebody threw their trash on the ground 2 feet from a trash can. Oh my gosh, that just burns my britches to see that. It just burns my britches. People need to just be a little more considerate and throw their stuff away. Yep, and I think that would make the world a better place just because it's clean. Oh my goodness, these. All right, y'all, this is a Diamond Art Club, and I am a huge Diamond Art Club drill. I think they have the best drills in the business, but this canvas has been just awful. So this must be old, because I mean, the canvas itself isn't sticky in some places, like not sticky enough to even grab the drill off of my pen when I didn't hardly put it on, like this one. Yeah, it has been difficult. I'm a multi-placer, but I have had to single place many of these drills because, look at that, it just won't even... It's not sticky there. It is awful. I mean, awful. So I'm going to have to seal this one, I believe. If I keep it, I would have to seal it. I don't even know what the picture is. I know that I can cheat and go online and find it, but I don't want to do that. But I keep thinking, oh, I got to look at the picture to see if I'm doing this right. But there is no picture. It's a mystery. Probably my last ever mystery, because this one has been a pain in the patookus. Do we know what a patookus is? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. All right. That's enough of those. Let's do some X's now. X's and O's. All right, let's go on to the next. Imagine being stuck on a deserted island during summer. Oh, during summer vacation with either the protagonist or antagonist from your favorite book or movie. How would you both pass the time until rescue arrives? Oh, I'm going to skip that one because I haven't read a book in a really long time. If you could host the ultimate summer barbecue from the past, present, and future versions of yourself, what would your conversations be like around the grill? Okay. Well, they would definitely be food related because I am all about being a foodie. I am a foodie. And maybe the conversations would be about how much prices have changed and how you practically have to charge your guests for a barbecue anymore because everything is so expensive, like crazy expensive, you know. So you would talk about the kinds of things that you had on the grill when you were younger. You know, your younger self would talk about the foods that you liked back then, because a lot of times they're not the same foods you like today. Isn't that weird how that works out? Well, that and have weight loss surgery and your tastes change completely. Like, I don't like chocolate anymore. I don't like chocolate chip cookies. It's just really weird. Um, so yeah, it would totally be centered around food, or it would be centered around how things have changed, like how children are not respectful of their elders. They are not respectful, period. Like when I was a kid, if I was disrespectful, my dad would, I mean, I feared my dad. I loved him, but I feared him. And when I would make decisions about things that I wanted to do or not do, they were based on what would happen if I got caught. You know, what would my dad do? Instead, you know how people wear those WWJD bracelets? What would Jesus do? Mine was what would dad do? What would dad do to me if he found out I did this? So there was that fear factor. So those are the kinds of things that I think I would talk about if I had the past, present, and future versions of myself. Like remember when we didn't have cell phones. Remember when, I mean, there's a whole generation of kids today that don't know what a phone on the wall looks like. We had a phone on the wall with a 28,000 foot cord so we could go hide in a closet or something, you know? Yeah, those were the days. Or dial-up internet, you know, just how much things have changed. That would probably be the topic of discussion around my grill. But mostly prices. Food prices are just ridiculous. All right, what's the craziest ice cream flavor you've ever tried or would like to try? And I want to say, I believe that I tried a spicy chocolate. So it had some kind of chili in it. I didn't like it because I like ice cream that's more desserty and not that savory. I do like savory things, but that kind of ice cream was just a bit too savory for me. So yeah, it would be like a sriracha chocolate or something. I don't remember what it was exactly, but it was weird. The other one that when I was a kid, oh my gosh, I always wanted to have both that Superman ice cream. And then I got it one time and realized it's just vanilla ice cream with color in it. That's it. That's all it is. Vanilla ice cream with color in it. So I was so disappointed because it was just vanilla ice cream. But yeah, that was, you know, the weird one you wanted when you were a kid because it had all those colors in it. All right. If you could step into the pages of any summer-themed book or novel, which one would you choose and why? I have no idea because I don't think I've ever read a summer-themed novel, ever. I mean, it's been a long time since I read, so. What's your favorite summer insect and why? All right, I would have to go with a butterfly. It would have to be a butterfly because they are just beautiful. When my kids were younger, we had to do a bug collection. And so I helped them. And there's actually some amazing bugs out there. I call them bugs, they call them insects, whatever. And they're like, some of the like June bug beetles were like amazing looking. Well, of course they were dead, so I could look at them because I didn't want anything to do with them while they were alive. The kids would catch them and then they'd freeze them, and when they put them in the freezer, when you freeze them, they would die. So then we could get them out and we could inspect them and look at them and stuff. So there are some really pretty iridescent colored June bug type beetles. But my favorite would be the butterfly. Butterflies are absolutely amazing creatures. And there are so many butterfly houses around now that you can go and check them out. You can watch them be, hatch out of their cocoons and stuff. It's really cool. Oh, I missed some there. Um, it's cool, and they're beautiful. The detail on their wings is just unmatched. It's just beautiful. So I would have to say the butterfly, or like my kids used to say, the flutterby. All right. What's the best summer dish you've ever cooked or tried? Okay. Hands down, anything on the grill is my favorite summer food. It is hands down my favorite. That and watermelon. I love some watermelon. In fact, every night, Ben, hey Jen, every night Benson and I eat fruit salad, and it's just, I call it fruit salad, but it's just melon. Benson and I hop up on the bed with our melon every night and enjoy eating it together. We love melon. So fruit salad would be that, and anything, absolutely anything that my husband cooks on the grill. Pro tip here, if your husband likes to grill, let him. It's less that you have to do. It's less cleanup. It's less cooking. It's less everything. The other thing I like in the summer that we don't really think to have much any other time of year is pasta salad. In fact, I made some this weekend because we grilled out on the grill. First grill out of the new apartment. And I made some pasta salad to go with it. It was very yummy. So, those kinds of salads that you only think to have when you're having a cookout. Melon and anything that my husband cooks on the grill. He is amazing with the grill. All right, if you could design a new summer-themed emoji, what would it look like? It would look like a pool floaty. Any kind of pool floaty. That screams summer to me. A pool floaty of an ice cream or a popsicle. Yeah, that's it. It would be a pool floaty though. Not that I'm like big on going to the pool, but pool floaties just scream summer to me. So at our retreat in July, we're going to do crazy hats, and we are going to do a crazy beach attire costume contest. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hey Ashley, I don't know if you're still here, but thank you for the message. Pink Poodle, thank you for being a mod. I appreciate you. Where am I at? So it's really weird because like these are the same symbol, but one is black and white and one is orange and white, and it just trips me up because it just trips me up. I'm just not used to this black and white canvas, so it's really weird. I missed a number 4 while I had it out as well. I sure did. I missed another one of those 48s too. I don't know what is wrong with me. I must need to go have my eyes checked again or something. Because I just keep missing stuff. Oh, there's another one. But see, this one is orange, so it doesn't look like it's supposed to. All right, so I stopped on my way home and got an iced coffee from McDonald's. I got a hamburger too, but Benson and I ate the hamburger. Yes, my dog got hamburger. He loved sharing that hamburger with his mama. Oh, you're here. Thanks, Ashley. I appreciate it. All right, if you could live as any species that thrives in the summer, which one would it be and why? Well, I can tell you what it won't be. It will not be a snake or a spider. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. 42. Um, Probably a butterfly. The sad part about butterflies is they only live for a day or so. It wouldn't be a fly either because I despise flies. And let me just tell you, the flies that are around this apartment complex are like monsters. I thought they were horse flies, but they're not. They're just regular flies, but they're like small birds. They're huge. And when they get in the house, because we take Benson downstairs and out the sliding glass door, they're easy to catch because they're so big. But I feel like every time he goes outside, a fly comes in. Every single time. So I had to hunt one down just before I went live today. But I think that'd be a butterfly because everybody loves butterflies. Except my son. My son, he's 31 now? 31? He when he was little, he wouldn't go in the butterfly house because he was afraid those butterflies were going to eat him. Oh my gosh, it was so hilarious. Yeah, he was funny. He didn't like them. We all loved them, and he didn't like them. But anyways, I think it would be a butterfly just because they're beautiful. And so, they go from a caterpillar, goes into a cocoon, and then it comes out a butterfly. It's that transformation that I think is pretty amazing too. Kind of like, I don't know. I try not to put this out on my channel at all, but kind of like, my Christian life is transforming from me into the person I am today, type of thing. Anyways, there's that. All right. Wow, that was 13. If you could transform any famous landmark into a summer water park, which one would it be? And how would you redesign it? I have no idea. I'm not big on water parks. I love Busch Gardens in Williamsburg here because they have what they call the Hubba Hubba Highway. And it's a fast moving lazy river. I love it. It is the coolest thing ever, but it's the only thing I like there. I'm not a water slide person. I'm not at all. Partially because I don't open my eyes underwater. So I would much rather be in a pool where the water is still instead of going down a slide where water sprays in your face and then you have to close your eyes and then your eyes are closed the whole time you're on the ride. And yeah, I just, plus going in a lot of the water slides take you in like a tunnel and I kind of freak out and have a little mini panic attack. So yeah, that's not for me. If you could travel to any summer destination in the world with your family, what would your ideal itinerary and how would you spend your days? Okay, I really want to go someplace that's warm, tropical, like Punta Cana or in the Dominican Republic or to India. And our days would not be spent near the water, or I want to immerse myself in the culture. Ah, that's how you, okay. So you're home, Ashley. Um, I want to eat the food that the locals eat. I want to do the things that the locals do. I want to walk the streets of the cities, and I want to do all those really cool things that most people are afraid to do. So India is definitely on the bucket list. My stepsister has given us an opportunity that we might be able to go. We had that opportunity in 2023, but I was injured from the car wreck and I couldn't do it. So I was really sad about that. But that opportunity is going to come around again. Her husband works for a company that sends him to India quite often. So that opportunity is still available to us at some point. And then we will have our, private tour guide, and she'll know the places to go and the places to eat. They have friends there now. And yeah, I'm so very excited about that. But for me, it's immersing myself into the culture. I want to eat all of the food. Of course, I don't eat a whole lot these days, so I would just be tasting the food. And that's okay. That is quite all right. Okay, and the next one is, if you could become a mermaid for one day during the summer, what would you do? And who would you try to help or interact with? Oh my gosh. We just kind of touched on that. I don't open my eyes underwater. I don't know that I could be a mermaid. I really don't. But I think, you see these movies and stuff where the mermaid is in the aquarium, somebody dressed as a mermaid in an aquarium. And I think that's what I would do, because I think the kids would just be in awe, absolutely in awe, if they walked into a an aquarium and saw a mermaid swimming around with a fish. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. That's the only thing that I can think of. All right. If you could live any place that experiences the most beautiful ocean sunsets, where would it be and why? Okay, so I just know that the beach has some of the most amazing sunrises and sunsets. So it says sunsets, so it would have to be somewhere in California, somewhere along that coastline, or just any body of water that has a west facing, because the reflection on the water is just amazing. Amazing. In DC, which we live very close to and have been millions of times. I say millions. That's an exaggeration. But we've been a lot. We take the train up in the morning, spend the day, and then bring the train back at night. So the reflection ponds, or the pools in front of the buildings, would be another good place to see the reflection of a sunset. Oh my gosh, I just did that section while I was chatting with y'all. Oh my gosh. Love it. Love it. All right. If you could create your own ice cream flavor based entirely on a summer activity, what would be the primary ingredient or flavor, and what toppings or mix-ins would you include? Okay, so I am a huge vanilla fan. Just a huge fan of just plain old vanilla ice cream. And if it had to be something summery, I think I would have to make it be like lemonade. Lemonade, and my fixins would be fruit of different varieties. Like you could do blueberry or strawberry lemonade, or raspberry lemonade would be really good. So it would be some kind of fruit mix in with lemonade. So it would be a lemon ice cream. It could even be a salty lemon ice cream with fruit. Yeah, that would be it. Absolutely. If you could compete in any surfing competition, what would be your strategy and how would you prepare? I would run the other way because I am not surfing. I don't like the ocean water at all. I love being at the beach and listening to it, but I don't like to swim in it. I don't like, there's too many creatures in there that I don't want to tangle with. There's also that riptide. So I don't even walk on the beach. We honeymooned at the beach and we love the beach, but we would prefer to love it from a distance. And that's what we do. We love it from a distance. We're just not big beach people. So, if you could own a private summer island that no one else knew existed, what features and amenities would you include and what kind of people would you invite? Okay, so I know exactly how I'd answer this one. So, if we owned a beach island, it would definitely have a hubba hubba highway. So you could just go and lay on your inner tube and just roll around this fast moving lazy river for hours and hours. And I would have a feature where you could slow it down and let it be a slow, lazy river. And I would have tiki torches and oh yeah, it would be open though, so you're not going through tunnels, and because that part scares me. Not scares me, but it puts me into a panic. So it would just be this wide open. It would go all the way around the island. It would just be amazing. And what type of people would I invite? It would just be family and friends. It would definitely be a private island in the Caribbean, I think. The only thing that scares me about the Caribbean is the giant iguanas and stuff. Like, I don't want anything to do with them, nothing at all. So that would be an issue for me. Maybe even a deal breaker. Yeah, I'm just a little weird. So, yeah, there's that. All right. And if a shark and a jellyfish both asked you to hang out on a summer beach picnic, which would you choose and why? Neither. I don't want anything to do with sharks or jellyfish. They are the biggest reasons why I won't get in the ocean. No sharks, no jellyfish. Jellyfish hurt, evidently. I'm sure a shark bite does too, but if you go out on a pier in any beach, what are you going to see? You are going to see jellyfish. And yeah, no. No, thank you. No, thank you. If you could choose any celebrity lifeguard to save you during a day at the beach, who would it be and why? Oh my gosh. Like, it would be Rob Lowe. And he would be in his little fire suit. And he he could come and save me any day, whether I was drowning or not. Yeah, it would be Rob Lowe. He's my man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yes, Rob Lowe could come and save me any day. So he was recently in 911 Lone Star, and he could come put my fire out anytime. I know that's TMI, right? Everybody has a celebrity crush. Everybody has one. You can say you don't, but you do. All right. When I was a teenager, Rob Lowe was the teen heartthrob. All right. What summer activity or sport would you want to have as an Olympic event? And do you think you would be able to compete in it? Okay, so when I was young, I competitively dove, and it's already a Olympic sport. Diving is. I think it is so cool. I can't do it anymore. I had an incident with a diving board, and that ended my diving career, which is fine. I'm just not, wasn't cut out for summer Olympic sports. But I do love to watch the diving. Love it. I'm just like amazed at how these people can enter the water and not leave a splash. Like not even close. Like they suck the water down with them. Yeah, that is like so cool. So yeah, diving is my favorite summer, and figure skating is my favorite winter Olympic. Oh, I don't know. I really like the shooting, the cross country skiing and the shooting. I don't know what it's called, but I like that in the wintertime too. That's a lot of fun to watch. Um, okay. If you could have any summer job that would allow you to travel and explore the world, what would it be and where would you go first? Okay, it would be a tour guide. I would be a tour guide, and I would probably start in Italy and work myself around the world. Yeah, because I would love to go to Italy at some point in my life. Oh, mostly for the food. Yeah, I'm a foodie. I want to try real honest to God Italian cuisine, like the real deal. Like I want to stop at a pizza window and I just want to do like the locals do. So yeah, that would be that's where I would start, is Italy. My husband would start in Japan, but I will start in Italy. Yeah, that is definitely my answer to that one. If you could design a summer themed painting that would inspire people to be more creative, what colors and concepts would you use? Well, I created a painting and I can't really talk much about it. So it would be the bright sunset colors, the yellows, the golds, the oranges. Yeah, that's what it would be. It would be all of those. Um, I love a good sunset. Now, I'm also I love a good sunrise and with the baby blue and the pink. And yes, I do love a good sunrise as well. If you could travel to any destination that's experiencing a winter season during the summer, where would you go and how would you celebrate the holidays? So I know that in Australia, they are having winter now while we're having summer, and while we're having summer, and vice versa. When we're having winter, they're having summer. And I think I would like to go on a safari. Yeah. But as far as celebrating holidays, we're not, it's just Em and I, and the kids make other plans. Oh, that's pretty cool, Ashley. I started at the top and you started at the bottom. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So we'll get to see where we're at certain points um, as we do this. Ashley, Pink Poodle Diamond Painting, and I are, like I said, we're doing the same diamond painting. And she started at the bottom. I'm starting at the top. I started on the top right. Yeah, it's really weird to work on a black and white canvas. Really weird. All right, let's finish. If trees could talk, what summer gossip do you think palm trees would have about the beach activities they witnessed? Oh my gosh, they probably see a lot of unclothed people because, people, nude beaches and whatnot. They also probably see a lot of snogging. You probably don't know what that is. That is English for making out. So they probably see a lot of snogging. they probably see a lot of, again, back to the littering. They see a lot of people littering. And so they're probably like upset that somebody didn't put their stuff in the trash. That just irritates the crap out of me. The other thing that irritates the crap out of me, especially in the summer, is people who throw cigarettes out of car windows because that starts fires. Only you can prevent forest fires. Isn't that what Smokey says? Only you can prevent forest fires. But people are very inconsiderate. The other day, I was driving. I want to say I was going to work or maybe I was coming home from work, but the guy in front of me threw his cigarette out the window and it hit my car. And that just burns my britches. Just burns my britches. Get yourself an ashtray or a can or something and take care of it yourself. Anyways, enough about that. If sunglasses could tell the wildest summer vacation story they're a part of, what crazy scenario would they describe? Okay, if my sunglasses, which I very often, I only wear when I run, so it would be some kind of running story about a race or something. It would be some crazy story about what we saw on our race or run, depending on if we were training or if we were doing a race. But yeah, it would be something crazy that we saw during the race. Like we had to run over snakes one time. Yeah, me and snakes, we do not get along, so that was just kind of weird. But you know, we do what we got to do to get the run in. I had to stop and take pictures, of course, because I'm weird. Um, well, at the time we were training with somebody else and they were taking weird pictures too. So one of the things was to send pictures back and forth of the things that we saw while we were running. So there was a reason for stopping to take the pictures, but yeah, it's still kind of weird. Like one of the pictures I sent was a mailbox we went by that was a fish with its mouth open. It was, yeah, kind of weird. Kind of neat mailbox, but it's a fish. Like a fishing lure or something like that. Yeah. Um, all right. Next question. We only have time for a few more. Which two historical figures do you think would have the most epic beach volleyball match during a time traveling summer retreat? Oh my goodness. Let's say, I don't know, some famous hockey player and some famous baseball player. I don't know anything about sports, so that's the best I can do. Because it couldn't be somebody who played volleyball. It would have to be somebody who played something else. So we're going to go with Wayne Gretzky. I don't even know if he's dead. Wayne Gretzky and Babe Ruth. For no other reason other than I know their names. How about that? All right. If you were a surf champion teaching an entire zoo of animals how to surf, which one would be the fastest learner and what would be the secret surfing technique? I have no idea. I don't know how to surf. If you were to make a cocktail inspired by your favorite summer memory, what would the ingredients be and what would it be called? All right, my favorite summer memory. Do I really have a favorite summer memory? I do. It's camping with the kids. And it would be something that had like a smoky flavor. So it would be a bourbon drink. I don't drink bourbon. I don't drink. So let's do a smoked bacon bourbon drink and we're going to call it the Camp Out. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So it's kind of like an old fashioned, but it will have smoked bacon in it. or on it or around it, or maybe it would be the bacon smoke that would flavor it. Served under glass. Yes, that's what it would be. And it would be called the campfire. Yeah. All right. That's that one. All right, let's look at these other ones. Okay, have you ever been on a summer road trip and where did you go? Okay, when I was a kid, we had a cabin. I'm from Michigan. I'm from somewhere around the Detroit area in Michigan. And we would travel up to the Upper Peninsula to Gladstone, which is way, way up in the Upper Peninsula, almost into Wisconsin. And it was Escanaba, actually. And we would go up there in the summertime, and that was a road trip. Let me just tell you, we didn't leave Michigan, but oh my gosh, that was a road trip. And it would take hours and hours and hours to get there. And we used to, okay, so I am old as dirt. So when I was a kid, many of the rest areas in the Upper Peninsula were still outhouses. And so we would get really excited when we saw one that had the wheelchair symbol. We called it the electric potty because that meant that they had actual toilets and um, not outhouses. So we would wait and hold it until we got to one that was an electric potty. Yeah, I do remember that as a kid. That's a core memory there. Do I have any summer traditions? No, I know my dad always did a corn roast in August. My brother does a cookout the last weekend of summer. I used to take the kids for the 4th of July to the fairgrounds for fireworks. Um, but no, we really didn't have any traditions. Nothing really. Hi, Mia. Nice to see you. Oh, I'm sorry you're miserable. Sorry about that. I totally get that. I know what that feels like. So I hope you feel better. Yeah, I keep forgetting to look at the chat, so I apologize that it took me so long to, ow, to respond to your chat. Okay, come on. This is where I meant this. It's just not sticky. I'll have to see if Ashley's having the same trouble with hers. Ash, if you're still there, is your canvas, are you having trouble with the drill sticking to it? I'm having real issues with the drills not sticking. It's like the canvas isn't sticky in places. Some places it's fine, but in others, not so much. But oh my gosh, these drills, this is Diamond Art Club has the best drills in business, y'all. I mean, hands down, the best drills. Yes. Ooh, we just have a few more minutes. Let me get to a couple more questions. What's your favorite way to keep cool during the summer? Oh my gosh, y'all. In the house with the air conditioning on. In the house, in the air conditioning. If you could have an endless supply of any summer treat, what would it be? Popsicles. I love me some popsicles. My favorite summer activity is running. I love to run. It's my favorite thing, but sometimes it's just too hot and we have to go to the gym and run on the treadmill. And that, my friends, is not fun. But running is my favorite summer activity. And watching fireworks on the 4th of July is my next. All right. If you could spend a summer anywhere in the world, where would it be? And it would be right here in the good old US of A. Have you ever been to a summer festival or concert? Who did you see? We spend a lot of time at concerts, and I've seen so many people. I just can't even think to list them. Oh my gosh. So summer festivals and concerts are just the bomb. So here in the Richmond area, particularly, there is a place called After Hours, and every week there's a new band of some kind. So we saw Smash Mouth there. We saw, I mean, I can't even begin to tell you all of the bands, but yeah, we have seen a lot of bands there. Lindsay Sterling was there, and I missed her, and I'm so sad about it because she's my most favorite violin player of all the world. Anyways, so what summer movie release was most exciting? Are you most excited about this year? I'm not excited about anything. My favorite summer cocktail or mocktail would be a margarita. Um, if you could spend an entire summer learning a new skill or hobby, what would it be? Well, the only thing that I want to learn, and I want to learn it in such a bad way, is I want to learn how to play the violin. Not a summer activity, but it is something that I will do in my retirement, which is coming up in 87 days. Yeah, so excited. I think it's 87. Oh, my phone is being used at the moment, so I can't even look and see. Yeah, 42 is arrow up. Okay, next. What was the best summer of your life? I have to say it would be the summer of 1999. I took the kids camping so many times that summer. It was so, so, so much fun. And then, secondly, it would be when I was a teenager and I would go to Girl Scout camp for a week. And then when my parents would come pick me up, I would beg them, please, please, please let me stay. And they would pay and let me stay for another week. Yeah. So those are my two. What's my favorite barbecue item? Brisket. Brisket is my favorite of all the world. And my brother can he can smoke a brisket, let me just tell you. My husband's getting pretty good at it, but my brother's got the brisket down. Yeah, so brisket would be it. My favorite way to spend the 4th of July is a cookout and fireworks with friends. Most definitely. Do you know any water sport and which one? So I tried water skiing as a kid. That didn't work out for me. Swimming, water skiing. That's about it. What's your favorite fair food or treat? Okay, so we go to the fair every year, and the first thing I have to get is a corn dog. It is like, that is ultimate fair food to me, is a corn dog. So corn dog is the first thing. And then on the way out, we always grab a caramel apple that we will eat later on in the day. But yeah, it would be the corn dog. That is like that just screams fair food to me. Corn dog and fresh squeezed lemonade. Yep, yep. Do you pack a cooler for the beach or eat or drink out? We don't go to the beach, but we would pack a cooler if we did. Do you listen to music or read on the beach? Yeah, neither. What song reminds you of summer? Alice Cooper, School's Out. What is your favorite summer dessert? Would it be ice cream? I am an ice cream snob, people. I love me some ice cream. And for parents, what is your favorite thing to do with the kids? So I love taking my kids to the beach, but building sandcastles has to be my favorite thing to do with the kids. Or digging for clams. Because you can, if the water comes up on the sand and it bubbles, you know that there's something under there. So that was always fun to unearth whatever it was that was underneath that was making all the bubbles. But yeah, my kids like to bury each other in the sand. I don't like that because I don't like getting sand in all my parts. But the kids love burying each other in the sand. All right. That was the kids. What's your favorite ice cream truck treat when you were a kid? Mine was Good Humor strawberry shortcake, um, or a good old popsicle, a bomb pop. Regular old red, white, and blue bomb pops. They're the best. They're the best. Do you go camping? Did you go camping as a kid? I went camping as a kid. I went camping as an adult. I took my kids. Yes, I love tent camping. The problem with going tent camping nowadays is that everybody around you is glamping, and I am a tent camper. So, well, that is all I have time for today, y'all. It was a lot of fun. I really am so glad that you came to hang out with me. If you are watching this video, leave me some kind of summer emoji, whether it be a pool floaty or a drink or something, but leave me an emoji. That way I know that you listened. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It does really help out my channel. And hey, until next time, have a fab day, everybody. Happy summer.